And welcome to the DK Podcast Show. I'm Kelton.
And I'm Dustin. And we are that creative that it's the D and the K Podcast Show.
Yeah.
So thanks for stopping by. Kelton, what all would you do this weekend?
Well, I went to a very good college football game this weekend. The Clemson versus Wake Forest.
I didn't even know Wake Forest had a football team this year.
I didn't either because I'm not really a fan of them.
Well, I'm not going to lie. They've been pretty good in the past little bit, but did they get the quarterback back? He had some like blood clots or something.
I don't know. I hope
Hartman.
so.
Yeah, well, if they were close, it was they had to have him back.
That's the closest football game I've ever been to.
Because it was what, double overtime?
Yeah.
Yeah. So tell me.
Yeah.
You don't like college football very much. How was the tailgating?
I didn't really tailgate.
We need to insert that womp 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 right there. Because how do you go to a college football game and not tailgate? Do you know what I would do right now if I could go watch college football?
Oh, you'd be out there at 6 a.m.
I can't go watch college football. Look, I'm literally changing the pitch of my voice because I can't go watch college football. I've got little crumb snatchers that I've got to go watch on Saturday mornings. So why do you tailgate?
May have stayed up a little late the
So
night before.
he was tailgate. You pre tailgate.
I just got too excited.
Yes. They watch those Tigers play
Yeah.
the Deacons. So, but yeah, I on the other hand can't go to college football games. I even thought about going to the NC State Connecticut game, which is not a great game, but it was a night game. So I was thinking, hey, let's just go catch some college football. I'll drive to Raleigh 2 hours, come back home, whatnot, be able to tailgate for a little bit, yada yada yada. I didn't get to do that. We just hung around the house, but
Yeah, I don't know. We were actually about to drive all the way from Winston to App because my brother thought they had a 6 o'clock kickoff, but it was like at 4 or something, wasn't it?
I think maybe the 3:30 game. They sucked anyway, so
Did they lose?
they lost. They
had all these big games.
Yeah, they lost to James Madison. I don't know how they had a huge lead and lost.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So, speaking of App, I'm supposed to be going to App this weekend. It's Parents' Week, but this stupid hurricane is coming in and...
Earl?
No, Ian.
Ian.
Not everything is as redneck as hell as you are, okay? So, yeah, Ian's supposed to be coming in.
You're the one with the mullet.
You're just about the exact same, just not quite as shaved on the side. So,
No,
I don't look like I've been running from the law. You look like a guy from like a 1980s fugitive movie, like putting a hat on.
Dude, you're subscribing yourself.
You look
at
like
this point.
Forrest Gump running.
now that one I could
Your
see.
hair looks like... I'm tired now.
Lieutenant Dan.
Yes, your hair looks like Forrest Gump when he's running. Your just beard's not big enough.
I need the shirt. That's what I need to be for Halloween. There.
You could definitely be the running Forrest Gump. But yeah, I was supposed to go up there. I don't think that's going to happen now because, as I was saying, I can't go watch college football because I have to go watch whippersnapper football. I've got 2 different boys on 2 different teams, so that meant I had to spend 6 of my precious hours in Denton. Do you know anything about Denton? Nobody does because there's nothing.
You don't want to be there after dark.
Well, I'm okay there because I got a mullet, but Teddy wouldn't. Anyways, yeah, it's 20 minutes away from everything. Like, literally, I don't know how they planned it out. Like, it's 20 minutes from Thomasville. It's 20 minutes to the Walmart. It's 20 minutes from downtown Lexington. Like, you can't get anywhere in less than 20 minutes from Denton. We had kids driving like 30, 45 minutes.
That's crazy.
It's stupid. But, yeah, there's no internet over there, too. The cell phone signal sucked.
Isn't that where you got the bus from?
So if you don't know, if you ain't following us, we had the Fortnite Battle Bus. It's a 1982 F350 15 passenger, aka short bus. Looks just like the Battle Bus from Fortnite. I don't play, but my kids do, so they're really excited about it. So we're gonna try to make it roadworthy and make it into a tailgate car soon.
Oh, speaking of that, when I was at the Wake game, they had like a bus identical to ours, only except it was painted gold and they cut it. So like it had like a tailgate, but it was a short bus. See what I'm saying?
Did it have a support beam in the middle of it? In the bed?
No, they did like the...
No, I'm saying for ladies to be able to hold if they had to walk down off of the tailgate.
Nah, I mean,
I'm saying we should invest it. Maybe
We'll
have
just-
it where it pops up and then there's a nice long
we'll
cylinder support beam, stainless steel, maybe fiber optics
We'll put
glowing
a-
on it.
no, we'll just get a hitch, put it in the bed.
Ah,
and then
yeah,
get one that
yeah,
fits
yeah.
around it.
Yeah, there we go. That's it. We'll get pop all on that. We'll make him.
And we
jealous
can
of-
tow stuff with it.
We ain't doing nothing on that thing. So, yeah. That short bus has got a long way to come. If anybody wants to come work on the short bus, you can go ahead and we'll let you party with us. So that's be a good treat. But yeah, my kids' teams are obliterating people though. That's the sad part. Like Jay hadn't been scored. I don't even know if I think they've gave up one first down this year.
That's crazy.
And this last week, I'm pretty sure they had probably like negative 30 or 40 yards.
But like, how many kids you'll have on this team? Like not
16.
many.
16.
So most of these kids are playing both sides of the ball.
Oh, everybody's playing both sides. That's the whole problem is we don't have subs to go put in that stink.
Yeah.
So, like, you know how you always got to, like, hide the couple kids and then they get scored on or get rushed on? No, we got some dogs. I mean, dogs. Like, they are pounding people. So, AJ, he watches us, so what up, AJ? He had 3 pancake blocks, so good that he's got like 200,000 views on my video from it on TikTok. But 3 pancake blocks on one play, not even just.
Oh yeah, I saw he was out there smoking.
He
kids.
just smashing them like it's like I'm a road grader. Get out my way. So
It's not football without contact.
that's true, but we can spread it out and throw it. We can pound it down your throat, and we've got a couple little juking and jivers like Prince. I haven't put this one out there. He Derrick Henry'd a kid with a stiff arm. It was quite funny, but sad all at the same time. This last week it was bad. It looked like he was like a Pentecostal preacher, and it's like, "Wah, you've been healed." Yeah, like it was bad. You just sort of like, oh man, but I ain't gonna tell my kids not to play hard. So it's catch-22. Like we're gonna go as hard as we can.
If you're gonna do it 100%.
Exactly. We ain't stopping. I don't care who it is. You make the other people better. So, anyways, we got that, and we got hey, he's playing middle linebacker and dancing. All he wants to do is twerk and make sacks. So
He goes for that distraction. Now.
yeah, he's just gonna sit there and dance on you and do the gritty and whatnot. They're undefeated too, and then Sis, she's a cheerleader, and she's got the worst RBF of anybody known to man. If you ever watch her, it looks like she's sitting at a funeral instead of cheering, but whatever. Hey, it makes her happy. It's good. It's her birthday this weekend too.
Sunday.
Sunday. Yes, I cannot wait to have a tea party during NFL football games. It's gonna just be amazing. Between hurricanes coming in, ruining my Fridays and Saturdays, to tea parties during NFL ball games. Just go ahead and poke me in the eyes, please, Jesus. So, yeah, I love my little girl, but I'm not a big fan of tea in the first place. So, yeah, that's what I got going on right now. What else is going on in your neck of the woods? What you got going?
Well, you actually didn't. I didn't tell you this, but last weekend after the Clemson game, I actually went camping about 11:30 at night. Me and my buddy decided to hop on his John boat and hit the Yakin.
So you went to the Yakin River, had this bright idea
Yeah.
at midnight, pretty much, to go camping. Like, there's no pre-planning of any of this.
I mean, like, we had an idea we were probably
Like, did you
go.
take a cooler of food or a change of clothes? Did you
No,
tell your
we
parents
took-
where you're at?
Nah, they didn't know where I was at.
Dude, the only people that are on the Yakin at midnight are people that are really jacked up. I mean, really, really, because
It's all right. We had protection.
yeah, I'm sure you did. Or, moonshiners running crap. That's what it seems like to me. It sounds like you were trying to smuggle moonshine from Davie County
No.
to Davidson.
If I was to do that, I'd probably just take 64.
Oh, well, that's probably what everybody else does around here, but who cares?
But no, we found a rock, had let's see here, fishing rods, firewood, and a lighter.
Why'd you even take a fishing rod? If you're so unprepared for this, why didn't you just go noodling?
No, you got me. You kidding?
You ain't gonna noodle?
I mean, I might would try it once, but I don't know about sticking my
I
hand in a random hole.
I ain't trying noodling at all. If you don't know what noodling is actually when you find a spot like underneath a pier, boat ramp, something like that, that's got a hole in it, like where the water's washed all the dirt out, and things go and live in those little holes. And you stick your arm down
Right up in it.
Yeah, it's you just and hoping
A
that something
fish
bites you. Just a fish. That's all it is. So, and we're not talking about smallmouth basses here. We are talking about like
Fish that can drown you, like
Yeah.
keep you under and drown you.
the 150, 200 pound, and they're biting you, so they're fighting you, so they're going to try to take you under.
A fish is strong too. Like
Yes,
Yeah,
and those
and
aren't
in
little
water-
fish either. That's the craziest part about it. Y'all, and I see those people on TikTok doing it, like them girls going out there in their bikinis trying to show off and do it. And I'm thinking, no, you couldn't pay me $1,000.
Mudslinger.
Do what?
Mud sling.
Yeah, mudslinger, whatever. I don't give two hoots, whatnot. You ain't gonna get me to put my arm down in there. Now, back in college, I might have would have put my wiener in something like that, but no.
That's awful.
I'm lying. So my wife knows I love you, honey. Yeah, I'm not the noodling type. Have you ever went jug fishing?
Nah.
So for those of you who are not rednecks, that's when you tie some bait onto a milk jug.
That's just as redneck.
No, it's not. There's nothing to actually. It's more effective. You can put out a bunch of those. Whenever you see the jug go underwater, you go up and pull it up. So I can have 15 jugs out there fishing versus one noodle.
That is just as redneck.
No, it's not. Not at all. I can't go fishing though. I can't do it. I literally cannot go fishing. Like it's so bad that we were at some charity event and Mike Dillon, who is Richard Childress's son-in-law, he's like the heir to the throne. Cool dude. He goes up to my wife and said, "I just met your husband. We're gonna go fishing next week." And she looked at him and said, "I don't know who you met, but you didn't meet my husband because he ain't going fishing with nobody." I would not go fishing. I cannot sit still. I cannot go fishing.
Your
I cannot
wife would go
hunting.
fishing before you would.
She loves to go fishing, but she's from Gastonia. She's used to it.
Yeah.
So, but I am not that type. I'm not going to go fishing. I'm not going to go hunting. I cannot sit still. I will hunt for meat at the grocery store. Or you can bring me some. I'll eat whatever.
Your online cart.
Yes, I love Walmart delivery. Do you ever get anything from there?
Yeah, we do like the food on the go. You just pull in, throw them in the
See,
trunk.
I don't even do that. And then I don't have to leave. Can't buy as much junk food, everything else. Like if I go to the grocery store, I'm getting peanut butter M&Ms and Little Debbie stuff and everything else. Speaking of Little Debbie, I had a friend of mine who was a CrossFit coach, has a D5 CrossFit gym in Clemens, who did the Chattanooga Ironman. And you think to myself, what does Little Debbie and Ironman have to do with each other? They sponsored the Chattanooga Ironman. I cannot understand why
Yeah, they would
that
even
would
let
go,
them.
why would that would go together. Like maybe like Ghost or Muscle Milk or Adidas, but Little Debbie. Like, are you eating
They must have.
the Christmas cakes?
They must have gave them a fat check.
You
for
you
that.
would have to, because that brand does not. Like I could do the Ironman of eating Little Debbie's. Like, give me some oatmeal pies. I'm going to town. I can finish those oatmeal pies.
No way.
It was 2.5 mile swim, like a 115-mile bike ride, and a full marathon run. He literally was there for like 13, 14 hours. That is just, I couldn't.
That's a lot.
I might
That's
could do the
crazy.
bike thing at some point in my life, but not. I couldn't do the others. It just makes my knees hurt thinking about it. So props to anybody who's Iron Man in anything. So the only Iron Man I'm going to do is the trilogy on TNT and watch Robert Downey Jr.
I was supposed to do one of them Spartan races one time, but then COVID happened.
I have ran the one of those with my lovely wife.
Was it bad?
It was god awful. And you know why it was god awful?
Why?
Because I'm so super competitive and my wife was not. And we tried to do it as a bonding trip. And we fought after about the first 200 yards of her running and was out of breath. And I was like, this is bad. this is bad. So, yeah, it was her idea, but I am too competitive to do that with somebody and do it as like, hey, let's go run together. No, heck no.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to crush people. Now, if you can crush people with me, let's do this. But if it's let's keep up and we're not on the same pace, like I'm not going to go running with my friends that are like real runners because I know I'm slow.
Yeah.
But
then you're just like, fuck your distraction.
Yeah, exactly. But my wife didn't really care at that point.
Hey. Y'all were big runners at one point, weren't you?
I wouldn't say. Well, I'd say I'm a big runner because I'm over 200 pounds, but I wouldn't say I was an enthusiast of it. I just did it to do it. It's terrible on my body. I eat way too much bad food and everything else. So I did the Tower of Terror 10 miler in Disney World because my wife wanted to. Yeah, I'm going to tell you now that I think about it, every running event I've ever done is because my wife signed me up for it. Maybe she just thinks I'm fat and going to die, or maybe she's trying to kill me. Which one is it? You'd have to ask her. Maybe. Yeah, she's like, if he runs hard enough, he'll kill himself. So it's a good chance. But yeah, that's sort of where we're at on those kinds of things. I'm more of an elliptical rower type of person now. Bicycles, good to go.
Bicycle.
Yeah.
Go cycling.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. So yeah, that's my weekend's going. I can't wait to have all these people inside my house for this birthday party.
How many people's even like supposed to be?
The hell if I know? I don't give a shit. I'm just sitting there on my couch in my spot like Sheldon from Big Bang and watch football. So,
yeah.
Speaking of birthdays, what's the best birthday you've ever had?
I think I'm gonna say one time when I was younger, my mom and dad it was a laser tag party. And it was like they set up barricades and stuff, and like it was like a full-on battlefield like out in the back, and all my friends were there. And
so it was what, last year?
I said when I was little.
You're still little.
No.
Oh well.
I'm a certified adult.
Barely. I'm like twice your age, dog.
That's all right.
I'm older than twice your age. Sadly. Yeah, so one time, my birthday's October 4th, so it's coming up, so y'all can send y'all's cards and letters on in. But my parents decided that I could have a pool party because we had a heater on our swimming pool. And they ran it, and the propane truck showed up like a day before my party. And my dad runs out to the dude on the propane truck, running propane trucks, like, what are you doing here? He says, your propane tank's empty. He says, I just filled it up last week. He said, sir, your propane tank's empty. You might have a leak. Nope, come to find out, the gas heater on our pool went through 1,000 gallons of propane for me to have a swimming pool. My parents never turned that pool heater back on.
That's crazy.
But it was a good time. We had a great time. I've always had good birthdays. My mom has always done it up for me. This was in high school, so I think I was 16 or 17, something like that. She made, I had some friends that worked at Fancy Pastry, and she got them to make me a cake with some big old knockers on a girl in a bikini for my birthday cake to try to embarrass me in front of my friends, not kids. I didn't have any of those yet. So we had a really good time. But yeah, Fancy Pastry birthday cakes every stinking year.
That's the same way my dad is.
Yeah, you gotta have them. Now, the other thing that always happens is the Dixie Classic Fair, but I would prefer the Fancy Pastry. I'm such a Fancy Pastry fan. Like, I've had everything there. What's your favorite?
My favorite thing from Fancy Pastry?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's been there. I ain't been there in like a while. I tried to stay away from there, because...
Yeah. Oh, I ain't saying it's good for you. I'm just saying it tastes good. So, I'll tell you my fat kid, Lexingtonian, whatever we are, recipe. Get a dozen regular glazed donuts holes and a dozen cinnamon sugar. Get them in the same bag and shake them up like Ricky Bobby. Shake and bake. It makes it amazing. It's just enough cinnamon and sugar that goes on top of the glazed ones and just enough glaze that gets thrown off onto the cinnamon sugar that you got a little bit of a different, but it just sort of tones them down and sort of combines them. I mean, that is my pro fat kid tip.
That's it, right there.
But I'm a fan of oatmeal cookies from over there, the cakes, everything else. So
Now, if you go to the right a little bit and hit the drugstore,
you gotta go to the drugstore.
get the orangeade.
Yep, you gotta go to the back and get the orangeade.
The orangeade's good.
They are banging. So it's like the old school fair lemonade stuff.
I can remember going there when I was probably like 4. Like with my grandpa. I could definitely remember.
He was getting his meds and you were getting orangeades.
Yeah, basically.
Now, I don't know why that's always like a drugstore thing. Like
Yeah.
the orangeades. And,
Well, I mean, wasn't that like common back in the day? Like,
I don't know. I wasn't there. I'm not quite that old asshat.
Oh, I thought you were getting close.
I'm pretty close, but not quite there. So, but yeah. And the other thing that we always did, Dixie Classic Fair, whatever y'all want to call it, I don't give a shit. It always happens right on my birthday weekend, so sometimes we'd go do birthday stuff out there, but only thing I ever do is get sick from eating too much shit.
The Dixie Classic?
Yes.
What's your favorite fair food?
I don't know. I like the turkey legs and the corn a lot, but my wife always gets the fried Oreos. And those are pretty damn good.
They're different. Like if you get them at Sheetz and you get them at the fair, it's 2 different things.
I ain't never had them at Sheetz.
They're awful. Don't eat them.
Okay. Well, yeah.
No.
Yeah. I don't like trying all the weird stuff that like they try to put out, like the Krispy Kreme hamburger and stuff.
Caramel apple. You don't get down with a caramel apple? Man?
No, I got Fossies in the front, so I can't do it. I got a big bridge.
I love a caramel apple.
Yeah, I don't want my bridge to pop out. And then I look like everybody else at the fair. But
You were thinking the Davidson County.
Oh yeah, well both of them. So Derby night, things like that. They get everybody and their brother. So if you've never went people watching at the Davidson County Fair, you should go on barn night. So speaking of barn night, come to find out, my niece decided like the week before that she was going to show her pet goat.
Her pet goat.
She has a pet goat. Yeah, I don't know the name of her goat or anything about her goat because I'm not that kind of person. I know I look like it. I know I look all white trashy like, but that's Kelton's job, not my job. I pretend like it.
Don't look at me.
My mullet is saying I'm here to party. His is here saying I'm here to cook meth.
I don't have a mullet. Number one,
dude. You got,
so that's how you know I don't.
Look. Okay. Well, okay. You never take your hat off, so everybody thinks that you have a mullet.
I'm a hat fan.
That
is not no mullet.
Today is National Sons Day, so I just want to tell you I appreciate you since I'm your daddy. Your hair looks so much like a mullet. You look like Forrest Gump whenever he's running.
Okay. Now I could get that.
Your hair looks like Forrest. You just need to get a little bit bigger beard to be looking like him.
And I just kept on running.
Do you know where he's running at when he's running up the mountain?
Boone?
Grandfather Mountain. He is running up the hills at Grandfather Mountain. But yeah, you could definitely get down with some Forrest Gump.
Maybe that's who I should be for Halloween.
I think that'd be a great idea.
Give me a shirt, like the smiley face shirt.
Yes, that'd be an easy one to make too. So. We could definitely get down with that for you. I love Halloween. Halloween's my favorite. So, it's always something going on. Speaking of Halloween, we're giving away Halloween costumes this week and next week.
We are.
Yeah, I got all kinds of decorations too. You can come get for free. I don't even want anything from them. Both offices. You can look it up on our website. But that's my shameless plug of the day. But yeah, that's sort of what I got going on right now. All kids' birthdays and all that fun stuff. I think my wife's planning on another Vegas trip.
Ooh.
Yeah.
How much money are you going to lose this time?
I don't lose money in Vegas. That's my wife's job. So, and she doesn't lose too much.
Are y'all taking the kids this time?
No, we're taking the in-laws.
The in-laws.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah. KK wants to go see Elton John. Do you know how much I don't want to be in Vegas with a bunch of Elton John fans?
No way.
That makes me.
I think I'd stay home on that trip.
That makes my nipples hard just thinking about having to look at Elton John fans everywhere. It's gonna be a lot. He's not playing like a normal place. He's playing at the football stadium. That's how many people are gonna be there for Elton John. It's bad.
Maybe you can go see a comedian.
Yeah, I'd like to go see Carrot Top, but who knows? I've never went out there for that him, but should be a good time. So
Another trip to Vegas.
No, it's still up in the air. It might happen. It might not. That's in November. So that's my life in a nutshell right now. A bunch of freaking football and watching kids run around while you're trying to smuggle moonshine
Here
down
we
the
go
river.
again.
Yes. Like you look suspicious.
Do I?
Yeah. Game warden's gonna stop you in a heartbeat. So
Let him stop me.
yeah. Yeah, that's about all I got for us today. You got anything?
No, I think I'm good.
Well, if you want some more content, let us know what you want to talk about. If you want to come talk to us, we don't really care. We'll throw you on here. So if not, like and subscribe. Come watch us at some kids' football games. Get you a free costume at Kernersfield this weekend, and welcome on the 7th, I think, whatever it is. Yep, something like that. Homecoming weekend. It should be a great time over at the Mantle office.
Is it homecoming weekend?
It is homecoming against Oak Grove.
Are you going to that game?
I'm not sure which side I get to sit on anymore.
We're just gonna stand at the school
I
board.
just stand right there in the middle. I'm not sure if I'm blackballed from everybody yet. We're not. I'm hated by everybody.
We might just have to pull the party bus at the gate and
just leave
put
it right
some
there.
chairs on top.
That would be fun. Yeah.
Oh, I'd get down with that. I could put a little deck up there.
Yeah, huge deck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Play with it. Something to go play with on the deck.
We could put some cornhole up there.
No, don't do that either. So, but yeah, come see us. We'll be around.
Thank y'all for watching.
Yep. Later.